with Chapter 3 around the corner and Chapter 2 coming to an end with the end event, I thought I'd make a tier list of all 8 seasons of Chapter 2. So first off, we have Season 6. Now, Season 6 sucked in my opinion because it had animals, it had the Spire Sets, it had primal weapons, mechanical weapons, the Recycler, the bows. Now the bows are my least favorite because they did little to no damage. They were move snipers, and they sucked. But they also had the grappler bow, which honestly I feel bad because that was the only good part of Season 6, but the grappler bow was barely in there. Now next we have Season 7. Season 7 sucked because of the aliens. I hated that. I hated the skins in the battle pass, the items, the IO cards. Holy crap, the IO cards. Rick. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate Rick. Don't ask why, I just do. UFO. UFOs, hated. But the one good thing was Superman. Superman was a good collab for Fortnite. It helped them a lot. And it also had all the aliens and all that. It had the Railgun. Railgun I hated. Next we have Season 1. Now Season 1 was really good because it added a new level system. It added fishing. It added hiding. It added swimming. And the battle pass was good in general. I liked that. It also added carrying. And I like how it started with the black hole. How it just, like, in the beginning trailer, it started off with a black hole, and then once it expanded out and turned into, like, a puddle with the characters stepping in, and I really like that. That was a good touch for the I do also like how it showed the map, it showed fishing, it also showed just a bunch of aspects of how the game will work with boats. In the very beginning, I don't have it in here though, sadly, and just showed us how the game would be played, kind of, not really though, but yeah, that was about it, just the main beginning trailer into the season and the chapter. Now, next up, I only put this in here because of the map and a certain character, but Season 5. Now, Season 5, I hated how they added the desert stuff. I hated how they had salty towers and colossal crops. I really missed salty springs. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have minded if they changed it into tilted towers, but salty towers did not help. I hated colossal crops. I mean, I would have much rather had Frenzy Farm. And I hated Mandalorian. Mandalorian, that was my least favorite skin. I don't know why, I just hated it. I don't really like Star Wars, that's probably the reason why, but yeah. Now, some of the good things were bounties. Those were really good. I liked the amount of exotics they added, and just all the aspects they added other than the map. Now, next, we have this current season, Season 8. Season 8, I don't really like that much compared to the remaining seasons because, well, it added the sideways. I do not like the sideways. I hate going in there and fighting them, and I hate how it changes where I would land sometimes. But it is a good idea for the game, adding like a whole separate dimension that you can go into. I also really like the battle pass. The battle pass for this season is really good. I just do not like the chimpanzee skin. I love how they did a collab with Carnage. Carnage is really good. And I am very excited for the event coming soon. And the map looks cool. I love how they added Kevin. Next up is Season 3. Now, Season 3 was awesome. Like, much better than Season 8. Just because I loved how they, like, changed stuff. They also, it was the season after Season 2, which is coming up shortly. And it kept the mythic item idea, but it kind of changed it a little bit. I mean, it didn't make them as good. It nerfed the drum gun, added the burst, which I kind of liked the burst. I do love the chug jug though. Now that was the best. The chug jug in that. They added Jules Grappler and a bunch of other items. The collab this season is kind of good, not the best though. Because, Aquaman. It's Aquaman. But I do really love that one scene. The scene that got turned into a meme with Aquaman jumping in and all that. I loved that. That was perfect. I also really liked how they added the cars midway through the season, which really helped Fortnite at that time too, because everyone was hyped for that. I hated the Mirage, so that's why it's third. I also love the scene in the trailer where Midas gets eaten by the shark, and everyone laughed at that. I also love how it shows the map in each of the trailers, how it enters the charge with the blaze skin that'll be later added. Next, we have Season 4. Now, Season 4 I loved because it did much better on the mythic items. It had a great battle pass with just Marvel only. That was kind of annoying how they didn't make their own idea. They just used Marvel, but it did help them too. I really hated though how they removed Frenzy. That I just did not like. I love Frenzy. But then again though, it adds Stark Industries. I loved how they didn't introduce all the mythics right away. That would have sucked. For next up is Season 2. Now Season 2 is my favorite because it just helps the game so much. The battle pass was amazing with Meowscles. It had Maya. It had Midas. And also added Shakedowns. Shakedowns helped so much throughout the rest of Chapter 2 so far. Because you could scan where people are. It's not used that much, but yeah. I also love the idea of splitting up people into Ghost or Shadow. I love that. And then when they added boxes, I loved boxes. Those are so good. And it was a great season because they just changed it. I loved the map in general. The map was the best. I love the agency. That was the new Tilted of Chapter 2. The rig, I didn't like there that much. I'm gonna be honest, that was not the best one out of them. I loved the yacht. That was awesome when it changed to Deadpool's yacht. Deadpool is probably one of the best parts of the season 2. The shark. Now, both versions of the shark in Chapter 2 were really good. I personally like the prison version better because, I played more then. I love Chapter 2 Season 2, but I didn't play much then, which kind of sucks. I also, the grotto, I missed that so much. I hated how they floated it. But that was another one of my favorite locations in Chapter 2, Season 2. Now, that is my tier list breakdown of Chapter 2 in general, all the seasons, ranking them from worst to best, in my opinion. So don't comment any hateful things like, oh, your opinion's wrong or something like that. That's my opinion. You have yours. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.